So today I'm going to show you how to make a bunny door hanger. And the first thing that I did was drew my pattern on a piece of cardboard, and I was just going to show you how big the bunny was. So he's about 23 inches tall and about almost 11 inches wide. So this is the bunny hanger template, and then once you have your pattern drawn out, you'll just simply cut it out of your cardboard. And I'm just going to go on the outside of the line, just so I can, not too far out though. Going to trim that. Good. Make sure you have good scissors for this, just because it can get a little tricky, especially if you don't have good scissors. My hand's already starting to give out. Let's see if all right, so now you have your bunny all cut out, and then the next thing that you're going to do is get burlap, and you'll want 2 pieces of burlap. So I have one big piece, and I'm just going to fold it in half, and you'd probably want to iron this before just to make sure it's flat and straight, but as you can see, I did not do that. So we're just going to make it work. So what you'll do is just make sure your ends are even. And you place your bunny on your burlap, so you have enough room for him. And then you'll simply cut around your bunny. I'm trying to make sure I don't cut my tablecloth, because that would be unfortunate. So I'm just going to cut the excess off. You have your bunny here. And I'll trim, come back and trim this. sure he's still kind of lined up. Probably not the best of idea to move him, but all right. So I'm gonna cut that off and then get his little ears because it's attached up here. So then just to make sure that he looks okay and that he matches, you can just line that up and make any trims needed. So he's not perfect, but we will get him perfect, right? And hopefully my head's not getting in the way where you can see. Those ears are matching up. And then we'll get these ears matching up. So those ears are good. This one's close. There we go. So now you have your bunnies all cut out and ready for the next step. While my hot glue gun is warming up, I'm going to show you how to make a tail for your bunny. So this is the Clover pom-pom maker. It's a really cool contraption. So what you do is you just open up one side and then you get your yarn and you just start just wrapping this with your yarn. So it's really fun and the end product is super cute. And obviously the more yarn you use, the fluffier your tail will be. Whoops. Keep knocking that over. So you just keep wrapping this, and there's no rules or pattern or anything. You just wrap it to your desire. I think I'm gonna almost be done with this side. And you can use any color yarn to make your little bunny tail. So then you just cut it and just push it here and then press it down. Then you're gonna open the other side and open this and simply do the same thing. Just make sure those stay together and then just start wrapping. And these can be used, these pom-poms can be used for any craft that you make. It just makes pom-pom making so fast, and the pom-pom, when finished, is super cute and fluffy, and they're actually kind of fun to make. So be cute to make a pom-pom garland. But again, this is the Clover pom-pom maker. You can buy these at your Michael's craft store, your Joann's craft store, and they have different sizes. This is the jumbo Clover pom-pom maker. They do have other smaller sizes as well. So I think there's 3 other sizes besides this one. But I wanted him to have a big fluffy tail, so we are using the jumbo pom-pom maker today. And I'm just using a normal white yarn. Nothing special about this yarn. You can use other types of yarn as well if you would like, but I just wanted a simple white yarn for this tail in this project. So I think everything looks good. Just gonna go a couple more times around and call it, oh, if I can get it around there, there you go. Call it quits. So I think that's it. So again, you just trim that off, just kind of tuck it in there and then snap it back on. So there you go. So you have your yarn all wrapped up. So now that it's back in, I'm gonna snap that one. There we go. Then you're going to get your scissors, and there is a line here or an area for your scissors to go. So you simply just cut on that line, and this is what's creating your pom-pom. Now you just get a string of your yarn, same thing, and you're just going to put it in the middle and tie a knot, and you're just gonna pull tight and make a knot in the middle of that pom-pom. And then you simply pull this apart. It releases your pom-pom, and you have your pom-pom. Now you might have to trim some pieces. Some pieces might be longer, so you just trim them to your desire. But I kind of like how it turned out, so hope you can see that. And then we're just gonna cut this string to match it, because we're just gonna glue it here as our tail. So again, that's the Clover pom-pom maker. You just snap it back together, and that's how you make pom-poms. Again, you just open that up, wrap your yarn around, close it up, do that on both sides, and then tie a string around, tie it, and it makes you a fun little pom-pom. So we're gonna set that off to the side. So now we have our bunny, our hot glue gun is now heated. What we're gonna do is we're going to glue the sides of the edges of our bunny. So I'm gonna put the cardboard down just so we have some protectant. But I'm just gonna go on the inside of the ears, and make sure you don't burn yourself, because this obviously is a hot glue gun, so you could burn yourself, so be careful. And then you're simply going to match that up and press. So make sure you don't glue your bunny to your cardboard or to your table. So you're simply just sealing it. If you do want to take this to the sewing machine, you can obviously sew this, but I just wanted to show you a quick craft or an easy way to do this. And the easiest way is with hot glue. So his ears are now hot glued, as you can see, and we're gonna just do part of his face because we're gonna stuff his ears, and I don't wanna go too far where I have a hard time getting stuffing in his ears. So we're just gonna do a little bit of his face to do those edges. And again, you're gonna get some hot glue on your fingers, but again, just be careful because it is hot. Just seal that down, press that together so it's all sealed and stuck together. So we're just gonna let that dry for a minute or cool off so it is dry, so we're not pulling it apart when we're stuffing it. Doesn't take long, we're almost there. I can feel the heat going away. All right, so we're gonna move that guy, and we have our bunny. Again, he's only glued partially because we're gonna add some stuffing. So all I have is just some polyfill. And again, it doesn't require much of this because we don't want them to be super fluffy. We just want to give them some dimension. And so we're just gonna put some polyfill in his ear and squish that around and give him some fluff up there. So this is going to be a super cute, either a door hanger, or you can put them in the middle of a wreath that you've made. So lots of different options that you can do with this cute little bunny. But for me, he's going to hang on my door. So I'm going to call him a door hanger. So we kind of busted open a little bit here, as you can see. So I'm going to add some hot glue and seal him down right there. So again, not a big deal if that happens. Just seal him up and move on. So he's looking good. He's getting some fluff in his ears. And then we can add some fluff to his head. Again, not much is required, but we want to have him to have some. So we're going to put that back down and continue around the edges with some hot glue to continue the stuffing process. There we go. And then again, some more polyfill and fluff them up. And then we're gonna finish them off just a little bit and leave a little gap at the bottom, again, to add the last portion of stuffing to the bottom, because we want them to look proportionate and even, but yet fluffy. I don't want them to be flat, somewhere flat. All right, so a little bit more of polyfill and he will be done. So I like how he looks. You just kind of move that stuffing around to your liking. There's not a certain amount of polyfill that you need to use, but again, it doesn't take much. And then I'm just putting some hot glue on that edge to seal up the bottom so he stays all sealed together and his fluff doesn't escape. And you'll have hot glue and polyfill and fibers from the burlap all stuck to you, but it just comes off super easy. So here's your bunny. So the bunny is done as far as the burlap is concerned, and your fluff. You can kind of move that fluff around or that polyfill more, flatten them out as you wish. But he's all ready to go. Then we have our cottontail. You can either sew this on or you can hot glue it on. It's really just up to you. I'm going to hot glue mine on because I think it will be just fine. So what I'm going to do is just kind of flatten it out on one side because I will just want his tail to be super fluffy and cute. So I'm just going to flatten it out and then put a good amount of hot glue on that tail and simply put that on. And I'm just going to press that and hold that for a little bit just so I know it stays on and he's good. So when we hang him, it doesn't fall off. And again, you can trim that tail if there's some sporadic little hairs in your tail. Hopefully everybody can see that. So there we go. We got our bunny and our tail. And then the next thing is a bow. And I bought some really pretty just spring colored ribbon. This just gives you an idea of what you can use or what you can get. I think I'm gonna go with this glitter pink ribbon, and where you put your bow is totally up to you. You can put that like here, or you can make it a girl and put it up here. So it's really just up to you. The way I'm gonna make my bow is just gonna be a simple bow. So I'm just gonna squeeze in those edges and kind of just eyeball what I want. And I'm pretty sure, I've kept calling him a he, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make him a her, and I'm gonna put this bow up here. So you just make your loop, pinch in those sides, and then you're gonna twist. So the front of the ribbon is now facing the front again, and then you'll get that, those sides, pinch those sides, simply twist and fold that over. So again, I have stuff stuck to my scissors, sorry about that. And then simply cut your ribbon. So we have this cute little bow that I will finish off in just a sec, but I think I like it up here. I do. And then I'm just gonna cut a small piece of ribbon, and here I'm gonna fold it in thirds and simply make the center of my bow. And typically I tie this off, but I kind of want it to lay a little bit more flat. So I'm going to hot glue the back end of this bow. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on the back of that bow, fold that piece down tight, and cut off that extra. And the same with this, I'm going to pull it tight. And this is a wired ribbon, so it is a little more flexible, and you can maneuver it a little bit more. Again, I'm just gonna put some hot glue here, finish that bow off by pulling it tight, pressing it down and holding it, and then simply cutting off that edge for that extra. So I have this cute bow that was made for her little hair up here. and there's a little space here that I don't like, so I'm going to put some hot glue in that to close that up. And then I'm simply going to add some more hot glue and hot glue this bow on. Again, I'm just going to press and hold that so it'll stay. If you would like to get some thread and a needle to secure that a little bit more on the back end, that might be a good idea, especially if it's going to hang outside. So when the wind blows or the weather changes, it just secures it a little bit more to give it some more stability. So you just simply glue that on there and you have your cute little bunny. Now to make him a hanger, I'm just using this wire. This wire is 18 gauge, so it's a little bit thicker. And I'm just going to measure out about how much I want by his ears, get some wire cutters, and cut that off. And I can put that wire over here. And then I'm going to simply just run this wire through her ears, and one on each side. And this is going to make a hanger. What you can do is, I don't have a pencil, so I'm just going to kind of wrap this around my finger. I'm going to actually go get a pencil because it will look a little better. So you can just get the wire and wrap it around your pencil and squish that down to make a cute little squiggly. And I'm just going to cut the extra off of that just so it looks a little bit better. And you have a cute little design there. And then the same with this side. Again, I'm just going to roll that wire around this a few times. Spread it out just a little bit because I don't want it too tight. Press it down to make it firm. And stretch your wire out. And you have your cute little bunny hanger, door hanger. So thanks for watching, and I will show you a finished project or a finished picture of this little girl hanging on my front door. But again, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to Fall Girl on YouTube and check out Fall Girl Chalk Couture as well. This would be a super cute thing to add Chalk Couture to as well. You could do spring or hello on a ribbon. So really some cute ideas. But I hope you enjoyed this craft, and I hope you get to make one and enjoy a cute bunny on your door as well. Thanks for watching.